Okay. All right, I'm in the Los Padres. I'm headed out to the Gaviota Hot Springs trail. This is where the trail starts, so yeah. Okay, so you kind of follow the trail to the creek. You go up this way to the springs. All right, here are the hot springs. And this is probably my favorite pool, right here. Yeah, good stuff. You can see that there's a bunch of bubbles seeping out of here, coming out of the spring. A little palm tree too. Yeah, I'm gonna get in quickly. There is someone coming up behind me, I think, but yeah, it's nice. All right, I'm coming back from the hot springs on the trail part. It's really nice. There was someone else who was up there, so I was jogging and I passed someone who had started hiking, and they were just a little ways behind me. So I filmed kind of where I could, but like when the guy was around, we were chatting for a bit in the upper pool. I didn't film much there, and then I went into the lower pool and I did a little bit of filming, kind of kept quiet. You know, it's nice to keep things peaceful when there are others around. Okay, it's a little before 6 and it's raining a lot. So I had a plan to do a loop around on some switchbacks and then kind of go down into the Montecito Hot Springs. But I think just given the rain and kind of how loose the ground probably is, I might just run from Cold Springs Trailhead, where I'm parked now, along East Mountain Drive, and then take the Hot Springs Trail up. And I could have just gone on the Hot Springs Trail, but there's a bunch of parking regulations there about, you know, time. And I know some people don't really follow those, but I'd like to, you know, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, it's one of the pools of the Montecito Hot Springs. It's still quite dark. I started around 6 or so, maybe slightly before. And I'm here, so you need to wait a little bit for the sun to rise. But yeah, you have multiple pools, this being another one, right? Looks like, given that it has been raining, there has been some recent sand filling some of this in, but not too much, right? Look at that, that's a nice pool. It's a nice pool. So, you know, there's all these multiple stacks of this hot spring. And I like to come here early, because when you come here early, it's like no one here. However, last time I was here, I did come in the evening with a few friends of mine, and it was nice. You know, there were a bunch of people here kind of partying and whatever, but in a respectful, good way, you know. So I enjoyed that. But yeah, if you want to come on your own, morning's the time. So I'm gonna soak for a bit. This might be one of the hot ones. And get a few more videos and photos when the sun's up a little more. It is kind of bright, not raining too much, which I appreciate. Yeah, I think my phone helps make it look brighter than it is, which is good. Just so you're not super confused if you try to get here, and you know, you'll run into a hot creek. Slightly to the west of all these pools, there's a hottish creek. When you put your hands in the water, it'll be warm, and you'll see some of those like white sort of sulfide, whatever, bacterial strands. I don't really know what they are, but that's not the main hot spring creek. You kind of gotta hike sort of, or jog kind of around to the east slightly to get here. So yeah, you know, but I could try to show y'all on the way back. Potentially when I was jogging up here, it was raining quite a bit, and now it's stopped. So yeah. Okay, this is the uppermost pool. It's the warmest, and it'll make me sweat the quickest, get dehydrated the quickest. So yeah. Whew. Good stuff. Alright, I'm thinking about going back now. You know, I might just go back the way I came. I was thinking about taking Cold Springs back, but yeah, it's good stuff. See the ocean in front of Santa Barbara. This is the main hot spring trail. What I think, and there's some ruins up there too, if you're curious. But what I think most people wind up doing, not most people, but some people wind up doing, is they confuse this as like a creek with the big hot springs pools, you know, which it isn't. It's, you have to hike that way. But yeah, this is a hot creek. If you're curious, you just put your hands in and feel for yourself. It's warm, not necessarily hot, but yeah. All right, so one of the things you see coming down and sometimes coming up is a little stack of waterfalls right here. I don't know if it has an official name, but it is pretty nice and really flowing quite a bit right now just due to the rain we just had about an hour ago or so. So yeah. Okay. All right, this is the main parking area. I actually parked about like a mile down this way. But yeah, I think some of it says 2-hour parking. It's confusing whether or not it's like, it starts at 8 or maybe 9. Maybe 9's when the 2-hour parking starts. But yeah, if you want to park, get here early. It may be competitive. I'm not sure if it's well enforced, but yeah, all right. Or you can do what I did and go to Cold Springs, which I gotta drive back to, so yeah.